Why do most people fail? I'm not talking now about most businesses. I'm talking about most people. What are their reasons when people fail? What are their reasons that they give you? Okay, so let me write that. Give up. Don't know product. Not always honest. Indecision. Lack of management skills. Lack of motivation. Passion. Belief, yep. What was it? Lazy. Pardon? Taking action. Innovate. No planning. 19, no humor. There's two that we haven't got though, that if you're honest with yourself, when you speak to most people and you say, well, why didn't you do it? There's two things I often say. I don't have enough time. Anyone ever used that one before? And I don't have enough money. Money and time. Now, if we go back through all these things, they're all right. But there's one word that I would put all these into that I would use to sum up all of these words, or everything. I think it's resources. You've got internal and you've got external resources. So internally, your passion, your drive, your everything, your time management, your skills, that's your internal resources. Externally, your time, your money, your everything. It's your resources. I just want to give you an example of that. You guys have heard of Walmart before, huh? Okay, so Sam Walton in 1974, the stock market said that Walmart had reached the peak of its growth and it couldn't grow anymore. There were about 761 stores in Walmart at the time. Their two biggest competitors were like Sears and Kmart. Okay, it's the equivalent like Pick and Pay and Checkers, just as an example. And at the time, don't quote me exactly on the numbers, but Sears were at 860 and Kmart was like at 1,400 stores, roughly. At the time, the value of those two companies was 65 times bigger than Walmart in 1974. And they said to Sam Walton, well, you can't grow anymore, because he was a discount store. So he said, well, hang on, no, I disagree with you. Because if you've got two towns, one is here and one is over here, why not just build a discount store halfway in the middle? And people will travel 25 minutes to come to the discount store. And with that, they exploded. Today, anyone want to take a venture as to how many stores Walmart has today? 800? 8,000? Rob, you pretty much closest. It's 7,900. It's pretty much 8,000 plus minus. If you'd invested $1,000 with them in 1974, today it would be $420,000. Okay, and there's only one reason that was possible, and it was because Sam Walton was resourceful. He took his resources that he had at his disposal, and he was resourceful. So as a leader, the most important element of a leader is actually to be your resourcefulness. And Hannes Dreyer actually has a definition for a wealth creator, and he says it's the intelligent use of your limited resources to get from where you are to where you want to be with the least amount of risk in the shortest possible time. But the reason I told you that is because it starts with limited resources. Does Bill Gates have limited resources? He does. Everyone's got limited time. It doesn't matter how much money you got, it's still a limit. There could still be more. So it's not the limitations. All these things we spoke about, knowing your product, being honest, these are all resources. But it's how resourceful you are with the resources that you've got. Does that make sense? That is the primary thing that you as a leader need to be aware of. Now, what is your most important resource? Your brain? You're spot on. I think it's your human emotion. Both internally and externally. So again, internally, you manage yourself. How did you wake up this morning? Are you happy? Are you sad? Were you looking forward to it? Etc., etc. Externally, how do you deal with other people's human emotion? How do you get them to do what needs to happen, etc., etc.? So, leaders do a number of things. They focus on feelings. They change someone's focus with the quality of their questions. They solve problems. They maximize resources. Effective leaders spend 5% of their time on problems and 95% of their time on solutions, and they make decisions. I think that's probably one of the most critical things. They make decisions. Because decision-making actually shapes destiny. Has anyone here ever had a tough decision that you knew was so tough that you decided to do nothing? Anyone else ever had that problem? You procrastinate about it. You're not sure. And the bottom line is, you've got to be able to make those tough decisions. So I've got a quick exercise for you. Make a decision now that you've been procrastinating over for the last however long. You've all got it. It might not be to do with work. Just make a decision. You made it already. Awesome. Came on the course. Fantastic. Just write it down, guys. It's for you. You don't even have to tell us. It's for you. What is the one decision that you've been procrastinating about, or that you couldn't make up your mind, that intuitively your subconscious knows what you have to do? You just got to take action to do it.